there are 4 distinct stages to sexual connection. When people are first together, they sort of move seamlessly from one to the other, and people may not even notice them. And as you've been together for a long time, it becomes very clear, at least to me, that they are distinct stages. I'm going to call the first and the fourth the kind of stages that more female energy people enjoy, regardless of gender. I'm going to call the middle 2 what more male energy people enjoy, again, regardless of gender. So the goal here is to take those 4 stages of sexual connection, separate them out, and make each one of them much more interesting, exciting, and deeper. So let's start with the first. The first stage is, I'm going to call it courtship. It's a non-erogenous zone, very important, no touching of anything sexual, but a lot of affection, teasing, playfulness, support, tenderness, safety, the sweetness of what you had when you first met each other. You felt comfortable, you felt welcome, you felt desired, you felt important, you felt included, you felt like you mattered. And this particular stage, some people, as I said, want to stay in it for a long time for real arousal to occur. Other people have a little more trouble, quote unquote, waiting for the part that is arousal. But the more you spend time together, what is most important is you don't move to the second stage until both people are satisfied. And this is a very important part of all sexual connection. You sometimes have to wait for each other. Some people move more quickly through one stage, another person lagging behind, but you can't dance alone. You have to wait, and you have to wait with kindness and with support and with caring. And that's going to be true of all 4 stages. So when both people feel that wonderful sense of safety and kind of like overall arousal, you're sort of alive, you feel excited, you're sort of touching it and going away, you're playing. All of a sudden, both people are in this sense where, wow, it's now time for the second stage, again, more male energy, which is arousal. Now, arousal is not as simple as it sounds. First of all, some people, again, more female energy people, open up like flowers. They like the outside of their body touched first, next kiss, nose is kissed, tenderness, the way you touch somebody, but you don't just dive in to those erogenous zones. Male energy people, again, need that, whether it's a male person or a female person. They want some of those erogenous zones touched very, very quickly. Men, sadly, they have outside plumbing, so it's pretty hard for them to fake it. And sometimes they might lose their erection or maybe have an orgasm too quickly. So they have to really be cared for in a very special way. And sometimes it means you have to stop in the middle of arousal. You have to laugh a little bit. You have to maybe go back to stage 1 until both of you are helping the other person to become aroused together. And remember, one person may open up more slowly and keep going. The other person may want to open up very quickly, but then have to stop in some way. It's very important during the stage that both partners have a very good understanding of the other person's anatomy. It's extremely important, and a lot of people don't even know that. I've often suggested, rent educational, sexual educational films, watch males masturbating, watch females masturbating, get a sense of how people touch their bodies. Some couples are open up enough that they'll actually masturbate in front of each other, and so they can see the way they want to be aroused. So this state of arousal is not just an easy thing, we'll just all of a sudden move to erogenous zones and everybody's going to get excited. No, you need to prolong it so that both people are feeling together. And again, one may have to wait or do it in a way that's not as natural to them. It doesn't matter. You're a team. You don't want, as I said, to dance alone. You want to dance together. And so you want to bring that arousal stage in the most beautiful way you can to its highest possible level. I mean, women who use vibrators, and they can go directly to clitoral stimulation, sometimes are capable of 5, 6, 10 orgasms. Men, male energy, or male people very often cannot do that in the same way. And, using the vibrator, getting people to go to the next stage, which is orgasm. Now, remember, some men have told me that it's very difficult for them to orgasm inside a woman. There's some kind of anxiety that happens to that. So they might premature ejaculate, or they might not be able to ejaculate. A woman, again, may be properly aroused, or a female energy person may be properly aroused, but the orgasm may happen very quickly. But rarely do people orgasm at exactly the same time, or maybe once or twice or 3 times. But when people have been beautifully aroused from stage 1 and stage 2, orgasms can be very beautiful and very full. They don't feel like they're just bottom end orgasms. They feel like there's a whole bodily release because of a sense of safety and of comfort and of support. So again, you're a team. If one person orgasms before the other, you never turn away or leave a person alone. You always stay with that person until they can reach their own orgasm. And there can be, again, you can go back to stage 2, you can go back to stage 1. But that orgasm should be complete and full for both people. No abandonment, no going away. When orgasms are complete, they when you've gotten through that phase, you move to phase 4, again, a more female energy phase. I like to affectionately call it pillow talk, because that's when people, when they're newly together, they hold on to each other. They kiss each other on the forehead. The French say that la belle triste, we were one and now we're two. And this is a shock. And stay close to me, stay near me, stay with me. And people hold each other and snuggle and are close early on in relationships. That will often lead back into stage 1. And within a few hours, they may be making love again. But no matter whether you've been together a long time or not, that's the time of this unbelievable sense of safety and closeness. And some people will sit for a long time and they'll talk about dreams, or they'll talk about the sexual experience they just went through. They'll talk about ways maybe next time that they would like to do that differently or in some other way. But man, they're close. They're a team through the whole 4 stages, and they have learned about each other. They've been caring about one another. They've waited for each other. As I said, they've brought each other along. No judgment ever. We can do this. We can do this together. And if we deepen each one of those stages, the overall sexual experience isn't like it was when you were new, but it is new. It does something wonderful for people to be that open, that comfortable, that safe, and that alive in the presence of the other person.